So today we are here to talk Battlefield. This is going to be scary. This is going to be scary. I don't know if you guys know on this channel, I am a huge fan of Battlefield. Vince Impella has an exclusive interview with IGN, and he's breaking down his thoughts on Battlefield and what the future is looking like for this franchise, right? More specifically, the next Battlefield iteration. And I feel like this could all be smoke up our asses for real. Like, let's just be very, very honest here. With Battlefield 2042, we heard a whole bunch of good shit. We heard a whole bunch of promises. We heard everything that we would like to hear about a Battlefield game, right? And then you seen the final product. That was rough, man. That was really, really rough. Now, here we go with the next Battlefield iteration, and we're supposed to trust this man. I don't know. Within this video here, guys, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the next Battlefield and break down the details as to what's in store so far with the next Battlefield iteration. And I'll be honest here, guys, the picture isn't clear at all, but we have some details as to what we might be able to expect in the next Battlefield. So that's better than nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm going to roll with that, give you guys the details. And also, please feel free to chime in down in the comment section below and tell me how you feel about the next Battlefield iteration. Now, if this all sounds good, make sure that you give this video a big like. And if you want to stay up to date on all the Battlefield news and updates, consider subscribing today. So right out the gate, ladies and gentlemen, we are being promised a return to form. A return to core gameplay, right? We're talking about peak Battlefield 3 and 4 respectively here within this article. Vince Impella, he has stated his thoughts on the matter, and I'm going to read exactly what he has stated courtesy the IGN article, and it reads as follows. Vince Impella is quick to shout out Battlefield 3 and 4 in the course of sitting down with IGN to talk about these new reveals. On the decision of turning to modern eras, Impella says, I mean, if you look back at peak or the pinnacle of Battlefield, it's that. Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, era where everything was modern, and I think we have to go back to the core of what Battlefield is and do that amazingly well. And then we'll see where it goes from there. But I think for me, its peak Battlefieldness is in that Battlefield 3 and 4 days. So I think it's nostalgic for players, for me, for the team even. And those are kind of the heyday, although I would say 1942 also, end quote. I mean, I don't even know what to say to this. This is like duh. This is really giving duh to me, right? Peak Battlefield, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. He even mentioned 1942. Respect to that, because 1942 was a dope fucking title. But yeah, that like this shit is obvious to me, right? So we're turning back to modern day and making emphasis on core gameplay and just going back to the roots. Yeah, that's a duh for me. And I really hope they nailed this here, because I don't know, in Battlefield 2042, they went with the futuristic modern type of thing. And I can't lie, I feel like everything was really executed pretty poorly, right? So if we're going to go down this road again, please, let's get this shit right. Let's get it right. Let's have gameplay that is just solid out the gate. Let's have environments that speak volumes and engagements that actually mean something to you and I. Can we actually do that? Can that be done? Or am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? But we'll see what happens. So per the statement I just read, we're going to be approaching a Battlefield that is more modern, and I totally respect that. With Battlefield 2042 falling flat on its face, this is going to be a uphill battle, to say the least, for them to gain our favor back with this not only theme of game, but execution of it as well. Next, I would like to discuss player modes and map design. Oh man, we are getting away from 128 players. Bro, didn't I fucking tell you? Didn't I tell you? When I had a little more hair on my head. Bro, I'm Negro Damas. Don't play with me in these streets, bro. I do this for real. Listen, 128 players, I said was just terrible. Terrible idea. But everybody had the argument of how it could be so lit and blah 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 blah. 128 players. You're stupid. Okay. We could barely get 64 or 32 right. And we wanted to do 128. Look how it turned out for us. Oh, marvelous, didn't it? Marvelous, just marvelous, right? So here we are, Vince and Pella saying that they're actually going to be dialing it back within this Battlefield iteration. And here's what he has to say per the IGN article. Yeah, 128 players did make it more fun. Like, doing numbers for the sake of numbers doesn't make any sense. We're testing everything around what's most fun. So like you said, the maps, once they get to a certain scale, become different. And it's a different play space. And I think you have to design around that. So we are designing something that is more akin to previous Battlefields. Zimpella says, I'd rather have nice, dense, really nice, well-designed play spaces. Some of them are really good. I can't wait for you to see some of them. End quote. I have to give Vince some credit here, man. He's talking my language with the whole 128 player counts, because honestly, the 128 players and just having fancy graphics and stuff is just that's giving tech demo. It's giving tech demo. It doesn't give guaranteed fun and enjoyment as proven in Battlefield 2042. Okay, we're getting away from that. We're getting back to the roots of what Battlefield was. The 32, the 64 player accounts. Those are the sweet spots for Battlefield, and always will be, right? And always will be. And I'm just happy to see us agree on something as important as that, because people really like to just put that over their heads and be like, player count really doesn't matter. It really does, because it's entangled with the map design and how the flow of the game is, essentially. So all these aspects of first person, third person shooters are very important, and Vince totally gets that. Character classes return. Oh baby, zoom in on me. I'm black, baby. Ooh. Character classes return. Yes. Fucking yes. Right? We're going to get traditional character classes. Medic, sniper, engineer. You know, come on, baby. Assault. Come on, baby. We are back. I'm happy that Vince and Pella is actually embracing the old school theme of what Battlefield is. All right. Now, they're kind of forced to. Let's be real. They're kind of forced to make all these changes and appease us for once. I'm not mad at this at all. All right, they brought it upon themselves. But listen, it sounds like we should get a decent game out of this if everything goes well. We'll see. But classic classes coming back to Battlefield. Oh, man, it's going to be something special to see. And hopefully the execution is done right here, man. Now, I'm going to say this. We have Delta Force coming out right around the corner. And I'm very excited for Delta Force. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to cap at all. Delta Force is fire. It is fun. And it's something that me and my guys have grown a liking to, right? And I'm pretty sure many of you at home feel the same way. Now, how is Delta Force going to answer all this news? Now, we haven't seen anything, right? We haven't seen anything from Battlefield. We have the concept art and we have some confirmation of features and theme of the game, right? But nothing really like for us to look over the fence and be like, hey, Delta Force should be worried. You know, I personally feel like Delta Force is in a good spot and they would do just fine. And I feel like they have a footing with being on all these platforms, be it mobile, PC, or console. And they have something that they're providing in a futuristic setting that tends to do well for them. So I'm still riding out with Delta Force, but having a true Battlefield authentic experience, going back to the good old best of the best, right? Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, 1942. Just hit me with that nostalgia and just make a great product. Can we get a decent product out of this? That's all I'm asking. I just want something fun to play and something that I could cover on my channel that I could talk about and be excited about. Is that too hard? But guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Is this all lies? Do you feel like Vince is onto something here? Do you feel like we're going to finally get the Battlefield we always dreamed of, right? Or at least a step towards it? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Also, if you did not check out my last video, be sure to click here and I'll be sure to see you there.